Alright, y'all. I thought I might do one of those little vlogs talking about life, talking about, what you got going on, what life is, what it do, what it means to, you know, work hard and really just strives for, being the best you. Ignore the little dots on my body. I got cupped a couple days ago. Besides that, just kind of wanted to come on here and kind of just talk about what it means to just, strive to be that person that you always kind of wanted to be. Personally, throughout my journey of, trying to live in the sense of being yourself, I think that it comes with a lot of responsibility. I think that the easy route is, of course, being somebody else that you're not. It's pretty easy and it's simple to put on a show and be somebody that you're not. But the it's easy once you figure it out. But the hard part is striving to be yourself. It is hard to know that you could be the only one doing something certain. It's hard to have that realization. But once you have that realization and you plug that in, and you really realize that everybody that is successful is really doing their own thing, you'll find a lot through that. I found a lot through that in the sense of I've seen all these people. I met some pretty famous people, and the majority of those people, they've told me that they found the most happiness with being themselves and doing what they love. And I think that becoming successful is nice if you're doing what you love. I don't think it's nice if you're not doing what you love. I mean, I know a multitude of people that have a lot of money but aren't happy in life. And I know a multitude of people that don't have money and aren't happy in life. So, I mean, it goes both ways, but at the end of the day, once you realize that true happiness comes in being yourself, and once you realize that money doesn't really matter, depending on what you love and what you want to do, then things will start to make sense. At the end of the day, we have a lot of goals. We have a lot of things that, we want to achieve personally. A lot of my goals that I want to achieve personally have to do with other people. Like I want to be able to help out a lot of people. And that's one of my main goals. But, I think the people that love you for who you are will stick around. I think the people that really want you to be who you are, you'll notice who those people are, and you'll realize that it's like, oh yeah, no, he's not helping me out at all, or like she's not helping me out at all. And if that's the case, and if you're even thinking about that, trust me, they gotta go. It's very hard to let people go. I have a hard time doing that, but I've realized, like, once you start having, it's okay to have a small circle, but once you start having, those specific people that can really, in tune your life and make your life better, you'll start blossoming and you'll start progressing to the person that you want to be. I actually talked to one of my friends, about a week and a half ago about finding your love. I think that once you really find who you are and you start, whether it's eating healthy or going to sleep early or doing good things for yourself, that person will come around, because the person that's right for you, they come around because you're yourself. And to me, my belief is that that's kind of how love works. When you could be yourself, that's when that love will come. And so if you're just, going to parties, doing this left and right, I've been in the same boat. But when you do that every single day, every single night, you're always not really focused on yourself. You're focused on pleasing other people. You'll never really find the right person. You may find people, but you won't find the right person for you, because the right person is going to love you for who you are. So just remember that. Oh yeah, being yourself is probably one of the most beautiful things we can do in this world, because God made us unique in every single way, and that's what makes us as people all special. There's, I think it's like 8 billion people in this world, 8 billion plus, but every single person is different. I think that's what makes life so special and unique. It's like, for instance, from a distance, I don't know if you've ever stargazed, but when you look at stars, they all look the same from a long, long ways away, right? But when you really get a microscope or get something where you can zoom in and see what that star looks like and what it is and how bright it is and what it brings to Earth itself, you start to realize that every single star out there is different. And I think that's how people are, Sometimes we pick these people, whether it's men and females, as all the same. We're just men. Oh, they're just females. Oh, they're all thinking the same. No, we all think different. We all have grown up in a different spot, in a different area. We all have learned things in a different view. And to me, that's what makes life so awesome, is that we can literally talk to somebody new every day if we wanted to, and probably learn something new. So I definitely recommend being social, because I think that's gotten me very far in life. And I think it will keep getting me far in life and opening doors. Keep being you. At the end of the day, sometimes in some scenarios, which I've got very blessed, but some scenarios your family may not even like who you are. And I've got blessed in the sense of my parents do love who I am and love what I do. But, if they don't, that doesn't mean that you have to do what they say and do what they tell you to do. Like, be your own person. Life is too short to live someone else's standards in life. It's not worth living. You have to live your own life and do your own thing for yourself. Sometimes I like to think that I want to be the father that I had, and so I try to act in a way every single day that I am that father that my dad was. And I think it's really deep, because I don't have a son yet, obviously, but I think when you can live in that way as a man, you can start becoming more of a man, because you understand the things you have to sacrifice. And I'm not even nowhere near my dad's level, but I do know that as long as I'm taking steps towards that level, I think eventually I'll get there. And hopefully I get past, that level. But life is awesome. Life is great. Always try not to take, things for granted. Being able to drive a car is a blessing. Being able to talk is a blessing. I've said this since I was like 13, 14 years old. I have reels of me saying it. We are blessed in so many ways, whether it's having 2 arms, having 2 legs, being able to walk, being able to talk, being able to hear. Those are all blessings. And sometimes we obviously as people take that for granted, because we feel like, everybody has that, but that's not true. So if you have time in the day, just say thank you to whoever you want, whoever your God or goddess is, whoever it's your mom or your dad or God. Just say thank you, because sometimes you say it's luck, but maybe it's not luck. Maybe it's just how it was supposed to be. But yeah, I guess that kind of sums up the video. Yeah, just keep striving to be yourself. It doesn't hurt to try. Never hurts to try. So yeah, that'll probably wrap it up though. But keep being you and keep smiling. Was there not to smile about me? What is there not to smile about?
Doesn't make sense now. Shit just got real, things are getting intense now. I hear you talking about we a lot, boy, you speak French.